attention right now with this first joke. Has anybody here ever eaten out a fat chick? No one? Only me? One person. Alright, if you haven't eaten out a fat chick, I suggest that you keep it that way. Because I ate a fat chick once, and if it wasn't for the patches of pubic hair and razor burn with the slight scent of hot dogs and sweat that would have stopped me, it was definitely the taste of hot dogs and sweat that stopped me. And salty quarters, right guys? Thanks. And lesbian. I like this microphone. It sounds nice. I was on a passionate walk with my dog the other day, and I realized that, you live in the desert when your dog is afraid of grass. I tried to walk her through this beautiful meadow because running isn't an option for me, and I realized that she was afraid of the grass, and it was like a game of the grass is lava that I wasn't included in, like most games as a child. Let's see, have you guys ever noticed that when people don't know the exact street name to where you're going, they use a landmark as a street name? For example, my friend was giving me directions to his house the other day, and he said, go straight down Craig, and then turn left on Revere, and then right on Dairy Queen. Yeah, that's a small joke. I wonder if the passenger seat handles in a car have ever saved anybody's life. You know the ones that you grab onto when the person driving the car isn't doing too good of a job at driving the car. Like I just want to see a guy crash through a windshield one day, and then see a guy in the passenger seat like, I'm so glad I was holding on to this handle right above my head, right, Steve? Steve? Steve's dead, by the way, because he doesn't practice seatbelt safety. Here's a joke that usually stops my whole set because people get offended, so I'm going to see how you guys feel about it. Did you know that Tyler Perry was molested? Yeah, I don't like Tyler Perry, so I'm really glad it happened. But Tyler Perry's a big guy, and if you look at him, you're like, how can a guy that big get molested? I mean, granted it was when he was a child, but you got to grow up sometime, right? It's like, where was Medea when you needed her? And speaking of molestation, sometimes I wonder to myself how different Justin Bieber's life would be if Michael Jackson were still alive. Rest in peace, Michael. I'm what I like to affectionately call myself a grower, not a shower. Or as my girlfriend calls it, a disappointment. Then I can work with this. I'm kidding though, me and my girlfriend don't have sex. She says, patience is a virtue. And I say, baby, condoms expire.
Swag.
I want to get really into craft for the sole reason that I want to be on the television show Intervention. Because anything to be famous, right? But I feel like my family wouldn't give a fuck about me being really into craft. They wouldn't give me an intervention. They'd say, stop being a greedy motherfucker and share. That one didn't go too well. I was washing dishes 2 months ago, and I noticed that my dish soap says 56% more than the leading competitor's dish soap. And I thought to myself, 56%? That is a weird number, because I would have been very okay with just 50% more. But then they added the extra 6 and blew my mind. Is anyone here familiar with the television show Toddlers and Tiaras? Woo! Yes. I masturbate to this show. Not because of little girls, that's gross, but because I find moms who live their dreams vicariously through their 5-year-old daughters to be really, really hot. Here's my last joke. When I find a woman unfortunate enough to be the mother to my children, I'm going to be the greatest father in the world, because I'm going to shelter my children a lot, and I'm going to make sure they never leave their house, and I'm going to homeschool them and never let them leave the house. And most of you are thinking, this sounds like a pending rape case, but go with me on this. Once a month, I'm going to take them to McDonald's. I'm going to take them to McDonald's once a month, and I'm going to hype them up all month, getting ready to go to McDonald's. They're just going to be so excited. But then one month I'm not going to take them to McDonald's. Not gonna take them to McDonald's, but I'm gonna take them to Disneyland and watch their little bodies explode from excitement. And then I won't have children or a wife because I'm gonna